6, where student becomes the teacher. And this is a challenge course with 9 activities or sections in it. So again, gonna do a quick run through just so we can have it all in just under 15 minutes. So again, these are the codes that I already have since I already completed the activities right here, and I'm going to try to explain them as quickly as I can. So first we have to create 3 dictionaries. There's Lloyd, Alice, and Tyler. And so this is Dictionary Lloyd, Dictionary Alice, and Dictionary Tyler. And we're going to give them the keys name, homework, quizzes, and tests. So it's the same for them. And have the name key be the name of the student itself. So the name in the Lloyd dictionary is Lloyd, and Alice is Alice, and the name in dictionary Tyler is Tyler. Oh wait. Oh wait, the other should be empty. Oh no, the other keys should be an empty list. But the name of the student that is Lloyd's name should be Lloyd. Yeah, we got this. So the rest are empty. Let's do that. Okay, now we're going to fill them up. So first, fill out Lloyd dictionary with appropriate scores. And they have filled out everything. So this is the original. I got confused a little there. So Lloyd was originally empty, but Alice and Tyler already have their scores. And these are the filled out scores. So for homework, so 1997, 75, 92, quizzes, and then the test scores, where there's only 2. Then submit. Okay, next is now below the code, we're going to create another list, sorry. The other 3 are dictionaries. So this one is a list called students that contains Lloyd, Alice, and Tyler. And then now we need a hard copy, so that means we're going to print it. So for each of the student in the students list, we have to print out the data like this. So print this student's name, homework, quizzes, and tests. So for this one, so after the list students, we're now printing Lloyd, and then the key name, Lloyd homework, Lloyd quizzes, and Lloyd tests. Then the same goes for Alice and Tyler. Next is we're going to get the average of this course. So we're going to create a function called average that has one argument, which is numbers. That's right here. Right here. And then inside the function, we have to call a built-in sum function with the numbers list in it. And store the result in a variable called total. So total is equal to the sum of the numbers. And then we're going to use float to convert the total and store it. Wait, use float. Oh, we have to use float to convert one of the integers to a float, which is to have the decimals. So again, use float to convert total and store it again, result float. So it will now look like total is equals to the float. The total here is again the sum of the numbers is defined or stated in code line number 22 divide total by the length of the numbers list. So float is equals to length of the numbers and then return the result. Next is now we're going to compute for the weighted average. So we're now going to write another function called getAverage, and the argument is student. Now we have to create a variable called homework that will store the average of the student's homework. So since we already defined the average function, we're just going to write here homework is equals to the average of the student's homework and multiply these averages by the corresponding weight. So for homework is 10%, so that is 0.1. We do the same for the other variables like quizzes and tests, because right here it says repeat step 2 for quizzes and tests. So variable quizzes, get the average of these quizzes and multiply it by 0.3. We are assigning a 30% weight to the quizzes, and for the test, it's the average of the student test, and the weight is 60%, so we're going to multiply it by 0.6. And I have here the average or a variable avrg here just to add the homework, the quizzes, and the tests. Because it says here multiply everything and return the sum of those three. So I created average homework plus quizzes and tests, and then we have to return the value. The next is get a letter grade for each. So we have to define a function called get letter grade. Wait, I cannot move to the other screen. Why is it moving the other? Oh, there you go. Okay, get letter grade, and then it will has one argument, and it's called score. Okay. Now inside the function, we're going to create a series or make a series of if statements where we're going to test the score. So if the score is 90 or above, the letter grade is A. So if score is greater than or equal to 90, return A. Else if the score is 80 or above, we are returning B. Else if the score is 70 or above, it's C. And if the score is 60 or above, we return D. Otherwise, or meaning if the score is less than 60, the grade is F. Wait, let's try to print the result right here. So let's go the get letter grade function with the result of get average Lloyd. Let's get a variable here. Lloyd grade. Then print Lloyd grade. Oops. Wait, I think I missed something. I forgot to add the print code. Hmm? If the score is greater than or less than. Right here. Okay. Sorry. I thought there was a problem with the print code. I forgot that there was a apostrophe right there. So now we have to define a function called getClassAverage, and the argument is students. So the students would be the lists of all three. First, we have to make an empty list called results, and then for each student in the students, we have to calculate the getAverage student and call. Oh, okay, so we're going to append the getAverage, the result of the getAverage function, and append that to the results list. And finally, we're going to return the result of calling the average with the list results. Okay, lastly, we're going to print out the result of the class average and the students list. And again, the students should be Lloyd, Alice, and Tyler. And we're printing the letter grade. So right here, we are printing the class average of the students, and we are getting the letter grade for the class's average. Not the student average, but the class average. So for everyone. And right there. So there it is. So the next is unit number 7, lists and functions. Oh, this is nice because we're going to do battleship on this.